Yo, what's up, guys? Joker bringing you another video. This is actually going to be broader and more ranty, just over the generic future of ARPG gaming, right? In case you're following, we have a lot coming up in the next couple of months. Just to list it, we're going to have Diablo 4 Season 1. We have this Torchlight Infinite. We're going to have another season of Torchlight Infinite, obviously. Last Epoch is going to have its trading system come out here pretty soon, which I'm really hyped for because that looks really cool. Apart from that, we have Path of Exile 2 and then Path of Exile 3.22. And that's just the things that I can directly think of off the top of my head in the ARPGs, at least, that I'm looking forward to. And these are all things that are going to be hitting us back to back to back to back. So I kind of just want to go my hopes and my expectations for the future of ARPGs going forward. All right, so before we look forward, let's go ahead and take a look back. If we go back a couple of years and look at the ARPG scene, the only thing that you would have really found was Diablo 4, Diablo 4, yeah, Diablo 3, and Path of Exile, right? And it out of those two, Path of Exile is the much more no life friendly, where Diablo 3 is more of the casual friendly ARPG experience. There was really only those two games that you had the option of choosing from if you wanted this type of top down hack and slash ARPG. And I would say that Path of Exile was winning majorly, right? And I feel like it got kind of lazy, and GGG kind of watered it down some when they started working on Path of Exile 2 with everything in Path of Exile 1. Just because over these last 2.5 years, if you look back, there's been way more controversial leagues and negativity around Path of Exile that players just had to deal with because of the fact that it was the only ARPG that you could play. You could play D3, but D3 you can only really go so hard. Once you're at the end game, you're just at the end game. That's why the diversity of Path of Exile really was the king of the ARPGs. I feel like they got complacent, maybe a little lazy, or maybe really focused on PoE too, and they started coasting, knowing that the players had nowhere else to go for this type of play style. Fast forward, Lost Ark comes out, right? And people really enjoy that game, but it does help players try out that type of top-down game. So some of those players move over from Lost Ark to Path of Exile and ARPGs. Move forward even further, you have the D4 beta, which once again is bringing a whole new another layer of players to the ARPG scene. So the ARPG scene right now has never had more eyes on it, and this brings us to what I think the future is going to be, because it is no longer going to be where Path of Exile can get lazy or complacent, or GGG can't really try to coast, because they're no longer hands down going to be the best and pretty much only ARPG on the market. It is going to be a competition now, which I'm really excited for. Oh, I completely forgot about Undecember, but I'll talk about that in another video. But that's another ARPG, right? So there's now ARPGs out on the market, and a lot of them are in their infancy. They're not at Path of Exile's age and experience, and they're already doing so good at competing with Path of Exile with features, functions, abilities, diversity. They're already starting to compete, and they're pretty much at their infancy. So that's why I'm essentially saying that GGG is going to have to step it up, because going forward over the next couple of months, people have the option for the first time in a long time to just not play Path of Exile, but still be able to play a good, fun ARPG. And that, in my opinion, makes me so excited for the future just because of the fact that with all these games being so good right now, I can't wait till they hit the 2, the 5, the 10 years that Path of Exile has been around, right? It's going to be insane if these games are managed to be managed correctly. But that's pretty much just the little bit of a rantish video I wanted to make saying, hey, GGG, you have to step it up. Otherwise, I think Path of Exile might get close to dying because we have so many better options now that are coming out that why would you play 3.15 as an example, why would you play Expedition when you can just play a super fun, super casual D3 season and then go do a little bit of Torchlight and then do some Undecember and then do some D4 and then so there's just so many other options that if PoE drops the ball like it has on several of the past leagues, it's fine because there's other games that will take the players, no problem, and they'll be more than happy to take the players. So that's pretty much it. I'm sorry it's more of a rant video, but do you agree? Do you disagree? Are you excited for the future of ARPGs? Because I am. Leave it all down in the comments. Agree, disagree, comment, concern, opinion. But I'm going to stop ranting. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with this and future videos because, like I said, there's a lot of ARPG, so a lot of video content. And until next time, take care.